Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 5th episode of Taped Up Podcast. I'm your host, T-Mac, and I'm here with my other hosts, Eric and Ryan. It was a mediocre weekend in NFL football. The Browns did, of course, win, but unfortunately, the Packers won as well.
Yeah, the Packers got a win. What it was this the first one since episode 0?
I think it's our first win since we started our podcast. Honestly, Ryan, congratulations, man.
Congrats.
Thanks, man.
Took 5 episodes.
Took us everything we had to beat Ripon and the Rams. So Brett Ripon took us everything we had. Guess who got the ball?
Let's jump right into it, huh?
Guess who got the ball 20 times?
Hey, hold
Aaron
it for when we
Jones.
get there,
Hey,
buddy.
we're not there
Hold it
yet.
for when we get
Let's start
there.
there. Rams at Packers.
No, we're going to jump into the
3.
Thursday night game, the Steelers versus the Titans.
Fucking Steelers always finding a way to win. I don't fucking
it's
know.
unbelievable.
In prime time. Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
every week they find a way to win.
Mike Tomlin is arguably better than Bill Belichick. Come on now. He's had a terrible team and he's still doing 500 every time.
I mean, yeah,
Same
but was
amount of
500
ring.
get
No,
you?
how many rings do you
I
have? 4?
guess. You're right.
What was 500 get you?
3 or 4, yeah. I don't know. I think
Bill
there's an argument
Belichick
to be had
has
there. I don't think
6.
people have the conversation, but I think there's an argument to have there,
I
honestly.
mean, he's definitely a good coach.
Maybe
but-
this year. But
Maybe, yeah. Will Levis looked like a rookie, finally, after his
Yeah.
big performance in the first week that he played.
and he still looked pretty good. I mean, still pretty comfortable in the pocket.
He's definitely their future quarterback franchise.
No, definitely. But
100%.
good for the Steelers, I guess. Good for the AFC North. Titans moved to 3-5. Steelers 5-3. Unbelievably. Let's fly
works.
to Germany.
Yeah,
We had
flying to
Frankfurt,
Germany.
Flying to Germany, eh?
Flying to
That wasn't
Germany.
That wasn't German. My bad. Chiefs taking down the Dolphins, 21-14, in a what looked like to be a blowout to start, moving right into the Dolphins coming back and still losing.
That fumble.
I really wanted. I don't know if I wanted. I can't remember if I chose Kansas City or the Dolphins.
We all chose the Dolphins. We all lost.
I wanted the Dolphins to win so bad, only because I obviously hate Kansas City, but unfortunate.
Well, it was
there-
it was a
Go ahead.
rough game in all reality. I mean, 21 points scored immediately in the first half by the Chiefs, and then nothing in the second half by them. Vice versa for the Dolphins, 0 in the first half and then 14 in the second. But the
I was pretty
Dolphins
upset.
had every chance to win.
The Dolphins also struggle with how do I want to say it? A winning record team, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
do.
they're 6-0 versus losing record teams and 0-3 against winning record teams.
I think I saw something today, and please, I mean, you guys can correct me if you know what I'm talking about, but I saw a video today, and it said the Dolphins are 6 and 40 against winning records teams since Tua took over.
Really?
Something like that. It was something crazy. It was like 6 and
I did not see
43 or
that.
something like that. It was a video I watched today, and I was like, damn. So they're frauds. I don't know.
Kansas City defense.
Fraud.
Defense is pretty
They're
good.
trash.
But
Kansas City's
you also
defense did look
don't.
good.
Yeah, it did. But again, it goes back to the Dolphins being terrible versus the winning record team. So
Yeah, I do still think that although they started hot, the Chiefs' offense just does not look
yeah,
good.
that too.
They
Yeah.
do not look good.
They need
I mean-
they need Tyreek Hill back.
They
They're
need something
7-2. It's hard for me to say that they're.
I mean, they're winning
Not
games.
good.
Don't get me wrong, but
They're
like
doing-
two of their games were completely won by their offense. Patty Mahomes, I think, had a 400-yard day, and Travis Kelce had like a 200-yard day.
I feel like it's been this way for the past two, maybe 3 years. They don't blow people out.
I don't
but
think I've seen
they-
this many drops by receivers, though.
I mean, they just figure out ways to win. They'll get it. They'll be fine.
Patty definitely gets it done. I mean, he's the Steph Curry of the NFL, so
They'll make it to the AFC Championship, at
Probably.
least.
probably.
Smack of
Moving
the
on.
week. Smack of the week. Ravens versus Seattle.
That was gonna be
First
good.
off, I want to vent a little bit. How come
Proceed.
every time a team goes and plays the Browns, they're the best fucking team in the NFL, and then they go and play the Ravens, they're the worst team in the NFL?
Yeah.
Why does that keep
I
happening?
noticed
to me?
that too. all
I'm
the
so
time.
tired of it, man. But
That's what comes with being a Browns fan, though. So
yeah, I guess. I mean, Lamar Jackson didn't look all that good, but he didn't have to. K. Michelle had 138 yards with 9 carries, so
yeah. Jeez, where'd that guy come from?
He's undrafted.
Out of nowhere.
they didn't have to throw the ball. They just ran it the entire time. The Seahawks, I mean, Going back to last week, though, we talked about this last week. I wish the Browns would have ran the ball the entire time, and they didn't. Yeah, whatever. Shout out to the Ravens for still winning and holding it down the AFC North, I guess. Seahawks can suck my ass. They put the 49ers. 49ers are now number 1 in their division because of the Seahawks loss, I believe. If not, they're probably tied, and Seattle's probably on top. But I'm tired of it. Tired of people playing the Browns.
Tired of it. Let's go to Vikings at the Falcons. Josh Dobbs.
Joshua Dobbs.
20 for 31, 52 touchdowns after being there for 4 days.
But he is a scientist.
He's a rocket scientist. He's an astronaut.
Doesn't even know half his receivers' names, and he was just dotting them up. My goodness.
Dude, Kevin O'Connell was on Pat McAfee show today saying when he was giving him the play call, he was going through like Osborne's going to be running a slant, Addison's going to be running a post. Like he was telling him every play who's running what, and then boom, cuts off, and then you're taking the snap, and you got to figure out what the hell you're doing.
Yeah, they only got like what 12 seconds.
They did that. Did they do that every play?
Probably the majority.
And they got it done in 25 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm still impressed by the Falcons, though. I mean, they're 4-5, but like, have they been blown out yet? I don't think so. I think they've been in every game. I think their problem where they're faltering is the quarterback, which they put Heineke in this week, and Heineke definitely struggled, but he didn't look terrible.
Not really blown out. I mean, 20-6 against the Lions. That was about their worst loss.
Got you.
So far.
Well, I think they're going to ride with Joshua Dobbs the rest of the season, I imagine.
I do as well.
Oh, yeah.
I did see the Vikings are going to try to re-sign Kirk Cousins, which I found interesting. But
what's his face? He didn't play that bad.
The guy got a concussion? Yeah. The next Tom Brady? Yeah.
Jaren Hall from BYU.
Yeah, we heard it here first. Just know that. We heard it here first. Next Tom Brady.
Bears at Saints. I didn't watch a second of this game.
I
saw Badgett throw 3 interceptions.
I watched this whole second half of this game, and these two teams are awful. First off, the last 9 minutes of the game was abysmal to watch on both sides of the ball.
The Saints are 5-4, but
they're going to make the playoffs just because they're weak division and then lose in the first round.
Shit. Yeah, Badgett threw back-to-back interceptions and then a fumble in 3 consecutive drives to win the game, might add, or tie the game rather.
The Bears just need to start thinking about who they're going to draft because it's over.
Yeah. I think the Bears have the Panthers pick. So if the Panthers finish last, they get the number 1 pick. Plus, they'll get probably another top 5 pick for their own.
Yeah. Just start rebuilding now.
I mean. I don't know what their game plan is. I don't know if they plan on sticking with Justin Fields or not. But if they don't, I mean, there's plenty of quarterbacks. But my argument to doubting it is Justin Fields. He's not great. Don't get me wrong. He's not CJ Stroud as of now, obviously. But wouldn't you want to make your team better before you go get a quarterback and just kill him again? Because Justin Fields had no shot. Let's be honest.
That's what Michael Lombardi
Bears' offensive line is awful. So I mean,
and their defense is lose-lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. But you go get Caleb Williams, and who knows? Caleb Williams could be traditional talent, but if he's getting sacked 9 times a game,
same thing.
I mean, probably.
That's what Michael Lombardi always talks about. He says people try to build their team with their quarterback first. You build a good team, and then you go get a quarterback. You can't just put a quarterback in a shitty situation. They're going to be terrible.
That's kind of what the Browns did, because
after Johnny
offensive line was really good
in the first round for 10 years straight. Yeah,
but after Johnny Manziel, I would say Eric's right. We really built the team up. The defense for sure, maybe not necessarily the offense, but our offensive line
has always been really good.
Yeah, top 4 for the last 5 years, and our defense has been up there. I definitely agree. And the Browns have had Brown situations, but it's Cleveland. This is what they do. But they've been a better team as a whole in the last 5 years. So. Yeah. I don't know. I think if the Bears want to win, they need to go get a lineman and probably some defense.
Really?
And try to win games other ways than just trying to make Justin Fields make plays. I think if you get Justin Fields with a good offensive line, he'll be a lot better than what he is now.
Just need to stop using his feet so much. I mean, I know he's fucking fast as hell.
I do agree. I do think he rolls out too early
and
tries to play
that thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Because he can throw the ball.
I agree 100%. I think he can. I just don't think I think he's scared to get hit.
I do think they're going to keep him, but I don't think they're going to keep starting what's his face after throwing 4 picks.
Oh, there's no way. There's no way. I don't know. If they get 2 top 5 picks, I don't know if they'll go quarterback and then offensive lineman, or if they'll go 2 offensive line. I just don't know what the Bears will do. It's the Bears. Like, they're terrible.
Yeah.
I say don't get a quarterback.
Sweat for no reason.
Just rebuild. That's all you got to do.
We'll see what happens. Moving on.
Commanders at the Patriots. Sam
Howell. Dude.
1 week he's awful. Next week he's really fucking good.
I mean,
I don't know.
He's literally Brett Favre right now. We're watching Brett Favre all over again. 300 yards every week, a touchdown for sure, an interception for sure from this guy.
No.
Patriots look like the Patriots. They had moments, but I don't know.
They look really bad. For
winning.
Billy B's on the hot seat.
He is what, second now? He's what, like 11 wins away from the all-time winning record, including playoffs?
Something like that, yeah.
No, he's not going to get it this season. I'll tell you that much.
He's going to get rid of Mac Jones.
Maybe not even next.
Mac Jones is not the answer.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think Mac's that bad, honestly, but just look who he's throwing to.
I agree.
That's
They never go get weapons. They picked Cole Strange out of the smallest college you've ever heard of in the first round last year, and he's terrible. Like, they just don't. The Patriot way, or whatever they want to call it, is not what you can do in like today's league. You need weapons that you can get the ball to.
Yeah,
and they can make plays.
That, I did see a tweet.
Not Juju Smith-Schuster. That's their.
No, he's a TikTok dancer, man. I did see a tweet that said it was an image, and it was like Mac Jones and I think it was Trevor Lawrence's career, and it was kind of similar.
They were like same stats, yeah.
Yeah, but I think what they're forgetting is that Trevor
Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence came in with no success, where Mac Jones came in with his rookie year. I mean, he was pretty good.
They went to the playoffs for his rookie year.
Exactly. So I think when I see images like that, I think people forget like the way it started for Trevor Lawrence to where he is now, and vice versa. Like, it's going backwards for Mac Jones in comparison to Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Like, Trevor Lawrence is doing everything Mac Jones did at his rookie year, and Trevor Lawrence is just starting to get better and better. And he's getting weapons, actually. So, but yeah, fire Bill Belichick. Fuck it, spice it up a little bit. Go get Mike Tomlin.
What the hell?
Tomlin?
People have been calling for Mike Tomlin to get fired too.
I did see a tweet where somebody said Mike Tomlin should go to the Raiders, and the Steelers should try to hire John Harbaugh, so they have 2 Harbaugh brothers in the AFC North, and Mike Tomlin can take his mentality to the Raiders.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Very. Let's go to the Buccaneers at the Texans. What a game.
What a game. Eric.
Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate that Baker lost that game.
Mayfield.
I feel so bad for Baker.
Baker takes a game-winning drive and still loses. Unfortunate for the guy.
A rookie.
Some of those throws CJ Stroud makes is like crazy for a rookie.
Right.
But it's like crazy for a vet.
Yeah.
Too.
Right.
Like, he's
those back-to-back balls for the game-winning drive that he threw were unbelievable. That back shoulder right in the pocket, dude, was crazy.
With the safety coming down in the corner, trailing behind, that was a 10-year. That was an Aaron Rodgers ball.
Yeah,
that was nuts.
I unfortunately played CJ Stroud in fantasy this week, and
he gave me 41 points.
CJ Stroud put up 54 against me. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And I only lost by 3 though. I only lost by 3, and CMC, Calvin Ridley, and somebody else was all on bye week. So I like my odds.
Just a bye week.
Yeah, Baker played pretty good.
Baker played really good.
I don't know. I mean, Rachaad White, he's good in space, but I don't know if he deserves 20 carries.
I mean, you got 2 touchdowns out of it, so worth it.
They were like one. I know one was like a 1-yard touchdown, so. Whatever.
Still counts as a carry to a touchdown.
Anywho, they need to get the ball to Mike Evans more.
Isn't there like 3 or 4 or 3 rookies on the Texans offense? Is there like 2 receivers and CJ?
I think.
Just one receiver?
I think it's just one receiver.
Is that Nico Collins or whatever his name is?
No, Nico Collins has been on the Texans.
Really?
Never had a good quarterback.
Who's a rookie then?
Tank Dell.
That's who
The
it
dude
is.
that caught those
yeah.
last 2 passes. He's a dog.
That's right. I will say that C.J. Stroud is definitely breaking the narrative for Ohio State quarterbacks. It's probably a fluke, obviously, with him. He definitely has a different mentality than most of them. He definitely wants to pass first rather than run first. But I think he's elevating the Texans, which I don't think anybody expected them to do.
Nico Collins is from Michigan?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think C.J. Stroud is doing what everybody thought Bryce Young would do for the Panthers. And
yeah, the
Bryce
Panthers.
Young's the Steph Curry of football. That's why they drafted him.
They're regretting that pick, I'm telling you.
I mean, he beat C.J. Stroud. I don't know. They can hang their hat on that forever, I guess. But shout out to C.J. Stroud breaking the rookie passing record, passing Andrew Luck, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good for him.
Most passing yards by a rookie in a game. Most passing touchdowns in a rookie by a game.
Yeah, good for
a game.
Good
what
for
the hell
CJ
did
Stroud.
I just say?
I don't know. I think the Texans are on the outside looking in for the playoffs.
Yeah.
They got to keep winning games, obviously.
Still got a chance.
Wide open right now.
Yeah, they got to keep winning games.
Jags got a lead, but
they just got to keep winning games.
I mean, their schedule, oof.
It gets rough.
Bengals, Cardinals, Jaguars, Broncos. I mean, it's like a good team, bad team, good team, bad team. So I don't know.
I mean, they'll lose to the Broncos because that's just what happens. So, right, Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on.
Let's go to the Rams and the Packers.
Not talking about a loss this week, huh?
No. Man, I'm not too excited, but it is what it is. Hey. It's hard to think that if Matt Stafford was playing that we would still win that game, but
I mean,
I got a question for you. Is Jordan Love the answer?
I think so. I like him. We need a dude at wide receiver.
You need a dog.
I'll tell you.
Somebody need a dog.
I think Dontavian Wicks, he's been getting the ball more and he's been producing. We'll see next game when he has 100 yards receiving.
Who's calling your offensive plays, though? Because your schemes are kind of atrocious.
Yeah, he's not a great offensive coordinator.
Your schemes look atrocious.
He's not a good head coach, but I mean, I don't know what I'm saying. He's better at calling plays than he is being a head coach, but he's not great at calling plays.
I can tell. He's definitely he looks like he might get demoted to like a coach of like special teams or something. Because your guys' offensive scheme is terrible. Shout out to him for finally getting Aaron Jones some love, though. 20 carries is phenomenal to see. But
it's about fucking time.
Yeah, but I don't
Luke
know.
Musgrave's going to be a top 5 tight end in the league in 2 years.
I actually expected
come back to this video.
I expected the Packers to be a little better than what they are. That's all. And
this
year.
Yeah, me too. So did everybody. Thought I had a chance to do well. I mean, there's still 9 games left, so
we'll see. What were you gonna say, Eric?
We'll see.
I was gonna say they don't have any weapons. I think that's the.
They don't have a dog. It's not even that they don't have a weapon. They just don't have a dog. Like somebody that can go get the ball. You know what I mean?
Our number one weapon is a 28-year-old running back who we finally gave the ball to 20 times.
Yeah.
Christian Watson's been dropping too many passes. Romeo Doubs doesn't get involved.
What happened to that guy? I mean, last year he was
been hurt off. He gets hurt every other game. He got hurt this game. They're making it sound like it's not like really bad, but he made one catch, got evaluated for a concussion, had chest pains, had back pains, all in one catch. I'm like, geez, dude, you're literally made of glass. Put some meat on your bones.
All right, next one. Go ahead.
Cardinals at Browns. Oh, I go on ass woman. What?
I do want to say, every game this year at home, we've blown the team out. I think we've scored, I think it was 23-3.
Ravens was at home. You got 20-3. Get shit on.
Still blow out, buddy. He didn't lie.
It got blown out.
Oh, what, really?
Yeah.
Where did I read that at then? But I think it was every win at home. It's been a blowout. But defense looks phenomenal. I mean, I don't know what to say. They didn't score any points.
I know what to say. I'm letting you guys talk, and I know what I got to say.
Go ahead.
Wait. He looked like prime
Deshaun Watson
Deshaun.
looks fucking good.
I
Who
wouldn't
looked
say he
good?
looks good.
Sean.
He looks alright.
If you go back and watch the
saw-
film,
I saw one
He-
throw he made. It was a crazy throw.
Yeah.
I think it was to Amari.
I mean, he has a couple of deep balls that were really good. He had that one, he threw it to like triple coverage and somehow got it through. I don't know how, but Jesus, man, that's pretty damn good.
Jeez Louise.
Go ahead, T.
All right, first off, shout out to Amari Cooper. 5 receptions, 139 yards. Super happy to see him produce again. He was definitely hating his life for the last couple weeks because Deshaun throws it to Amari, and I felt like neither of our other 2 quarterbacks was throwing it to Amari Cooper. Number one. Number 2, why again are we playing a team who plays better when they play us? And what I mean by that is the Cardinals were the worst rushing defense in the NFL. And we ran the ball 40 times, and we only got 113 yards out of it. Like, what? Don't get me wrong. It's not like we have Nick Chubb, but like Jerome Ford had 20 carries for 44 yards, and Kareem Hunt had 14 carries for 38 yards against the worst rushing defense in the league. So they were just like loading the box, I guess. I didn't get to watch the
Probably.
game, unfortunately. It wasn't aired here. But like, what is going on? How come when we play anybody, they're just better than what they actually are? Number 3, Deshaun Watson did look better. I will say this is the best I've seen him perform. I feel like at least this year. I think he had another game last year, right at the end of the year, where I felt like he looked the best. But I still don't like him throwing the ball 30 times. A, off of injury. B, against the worst rushing defense in the NFL. Granted, our rushing game wasn't producing like it should have. I feel like, but he just had what seemed like a serious shoulder problem. I mean, if we saw 2 weeks ago him throw that interception, it wasn't pretty. So him throwing the ball 30 times, I'm just not a big fan of.
Well, you
And
remember when Baker hurt his shoulder, Kevin Stefanski had him throw the ball like 50
that was actually, I'm so happy you said that, Ryan. That was actually my next point on the card. It's something with Kevin Stefanski, I guess, because the same thing happened with Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield also
Yeah.
his contract was up, so maybe it was that too. Him thinking, I gotta prove myself to get.
I
the
won't disagree
contract.
with
I think
that.
it was
I actually
Stefanski trying to get Baker
I
out
like
of
that
town.
point, but I think it was more on Stefanski because even when Baker was healthy and Nick Chubb was producing, we were still throwing a shit ton of
that
balls
too,
with
yeah.
It'll
Baker.
be like Nick Chubb runs for 120 on 20 carries one week. Next week he gets 7 carries.
Yeah, and
5
still
yards.
I don't know. I'm just not sold on Kevin Stefanski. I will say
Get a offensive coordinator. That's it. That's all we need.
I
man.
hope you're right. Again,
all we need.
I guess the Cardinals just decided to have the best rushing defense in the league this year.
We have the
against
team. We
Browns.
have the players. We have the defense.
This is the most talented team I feel like we've ever had.
Yeah, and we just
In
need
my
an
lifetime.
offensive coordinator. I don't want Kevin
I hope
Stefanski
so.
calling plays anymore.
I hope so. I want an offensive coordinator, everybody but Matt LaFleur or Canada.
I agree.
Shout out to the Browns though, 5-3.
Yes,
Moving forward.
really good.
Moving forward. Let's go.
Next up, we got the Colts at the Panthers. Kenny Moore, 2 pick sixes, first in Colts history.
Bryce Young,
Well,
3
pick
interceptions, and I
six
think
other
one
than
was
that.
a pick 6, was it not?
It
2
was
were pick
2 of
sixes,
them. Nice.
both to Kenny Moore.
Oh, Kenny Moore caught the. Okay, I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Bryce Young, looking like a bust.
He's a little taller.
I mean-
I think he'd be pretty good, but
I mean,
The
short
whole
quarterbacks just don't
place
get
is
it done.
just a dumpster fire.
Short quarterbacks
Head
don't get it done.
coach, O-line, no receivers. I don't
Short
think.
quarterbacks
I don't-
don't get it done.
I don't think Bryce is the only problem.
I mean,
I'm not
probably
saying
not,
he's playing good, but
but short quarterbacks in history don't get it done. Drew
I'd
Brees
say
is
he's-
just only an anomaly.
say he's like 4th on the list of being the problem. I think
Yeah.
number 1 is Frank Reich. I don't
I will
think
say,
he's a very good
I will
coach.
say, the Colts and that kid Pittman Jr. He's a dog.
Yeah,
He didn't have a
Pittman's
blowout
dog.
game. He didn't do nothing crazy. But he just looks so good on the football field.
Yeah.
But the Colts season, I
Big
don't
motherfucker.
I don't feel like they're gonna keep winning ball games. I mean, they lost their supposed franchise quarterback, and I don't know.
We got
Not a lot
the
of-
Patriots, Bucks, Titans, Bengals, Steelers, Falcons, Raiders. I think they could
They
I'll
might go
finish about
500. We'll see
500.
what happens. Just depends on Gardner Minshew, I guess.
Minshew Mania.
Type shit. Moving on.
Giants at the Raiders. First game without Josh McDaniels as the head coach.
maybe that was a problem.
Beat the piss out of
Hey,
him.
look,
That's what it seems like.
Daniel
Yeah,
Jones
they all
tore his
hated him.
ACL. Daniel Jones tore his ACL. So the Giants are, although already done even more.
Tyrod Taylor's on IR, so they're stuck with Tommy DeVito.
Tommy DeVito. I feel like they'll go sign somebody, I'm sure. Maybe we'll finally get to see the great Colin Kaepernick back, huh?
What the
Oh,
hell?
hell no.
Probably not. Shout out to the Raiders, man.
They might sign Cam Newton.
Josh
Jacobs had-
Jacobs finally had a breakout game.
26 carries, 98 yards, 2
About
touchdowns. Shout out
time.
to him.
I haven't won my fantasy leagues.
I bet you didn't start him either, did you?
Oh,
Devontae Adams with only 7 targets still, though. 4 receptions for 34 yards. I'm sure he is not a happy camper.
I
He
mean,
looked pretty happy.
when they win, and he doesn't get a lot of receptions, I think
He
he's
was
fine.
at
I think it's
what
when
game
they
was he
lose.
at? He was at a game the other day, a basketball game, and the referee even came over and talked to him. He was like, "You guys look already better. I love it. I love the
Yeah.
energy already." And he was like, "Thanks, man. Thanks." But I don't know. We'll see. Raiders are.
You can
they
tell
won.
that they hated Josh McDaniels.
I mean, who doesn't? He's
And then everybody's smoking cigars in the locker room after the game. That's funny. Like they just won the Super Bowl. They beat Tommy DeVito and the Giants.
Yeah, I don't know. They're a bunch of clowns, but Raiders will probably finish around the 500 area
The
too.
2-7 Giants, by the way.
Yeah, the
that
Giants
I
are a
had.
dumpster fire, man. But
All
you know
right.
who's not a dumpster fire in the same division?
Eagles.
The Eagles and the Cowboys.
Eagles.
Cowboys lost this game because Dak Prescott and
Dak Prescott can't stay in bounds.
yeah,
He stays in bounds at good OT.
The tight end just would have went like this over the pylon. Over the line, he would have been touchdown.
I saw somebody was talking about it on Twitter. If the ball has to survive the ground when you make contact, like it can't move when you make the catch or whatever, why the ball was still in his hands when his knee was down. Shouldn't the spot be where he has the ball? If it has to survive to the ground, shouldn't the placement of the ball be where the ball goes down? And I was like, that kind of makes sense.
It does kind of make sense.
Because if the play's not over until you make the catch and it survives ground, blah, 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 why are we spotting it if the ball's in the air and his knee's back here and he didn't even reach, he just landed in the end zone.
So my response to that, and this is just because I'm not 100% sure, is that only in the time frame if their knees aren't down? So for an example, if you have a diving catch coming back to the ball, your hands are at the ground first, not your knees. Is that when that rule takes effect? But if you catch the ball, because he had the ball, it's not like he didn't catch it and then his knee was down. He already had possession of the football and then was down. You see what I'm saying? Is surviving the ground only viable when his hands are what's hitting the ground first? Is what I'm asking. And
I don't think so.
To that rule, I don't know. I'm asking.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't disagree, but I do agree.
It is a weird
I like
play.
seeing the Cowboys lost, so I don't really
Yeah,
care.
me too. Fuck the Cowboys.
I mean, Dak Prescott looked good, 374 yards, 3 touchdowns, but
It was stayed in bounds though.
sold the game at the end of the game as usual. I don't know. Cleveland, or since I'm Cleveland, I'm used to saying that. Dallas doing Dallas things at the end of football games.
Yeah. Mike McCarthy's big dumb dipshit. Let's move on to the Bills and the Bengals.
Not as fun as a
Bengals
game as I wanted it to be.
back. I think.
Bills don't look good at
Burrow is
all.
that man.
Especially when they go against a good defense, they're awful.
The Bills.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
I've seen a lot of people calling for Sean McDermott's head, the coach.
I don't know. I know one thing's for sure. Josh Allen is very good at throwing interceptions.
Yeah.
He's arguably the best in the
And then
NFL
Geno
right now.
Smith are my favorite interception picks of the week.
Joe Burrows, like Ryan said, does look like to full health again. I mean, 348 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he took care of the football. So, shout out to Joe Burrows. T. Higgins with 8 receptions, 110 yards.
Oh,
Good for
had his
him.
breakout game.
Yeah, finally. I
Had
mean, the
Jamar
Bengals got
under
it done.
wraps.
The score, I don't think does justice. I think the Bengals had this game from the jump, and I think the Bills just kept it close, to be honest.
Yeah.
There wasn't one part of me that thought the Bills were going to come back and win, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it was not. Yeah, so the Bills got to figure something out.
The Bills,
know what
Josh
it
Allen's
is.
got to figure something out.
Josh Allen can't be your leading rusher.
Facts.
Got to be able
awful.
to figure out how to run
It's
the
almost
ball.
at every game.
Facts. I don't know. Shout out to the Bengals, 5-3, AFC North looking good. But let's move on to Monday Night Football. Ryan,
Monday night.
I owe you another apology. Justin
That's
Herbert
Herbie.
is in fact better than Zach Wilson.
He only threw
Congrats.
for 136 yards. I mean, that's
He's
against
still
top
is
3
in
defense
fact-
in the NFL.
Still is in fact better than Zach Wilson. So congrats,
Wow, just Zach Wilson.
just Zach Wilson.
It's the 31st quarterback in the NFL. Nice.
Listen, buddy, take what I give you, okay? All right.
This game kind of stunk. Keenan Allen's a
stink.
dog.
Keenan Allen.
Brees Hall couldn't run the
That's-
ball.
No, he
I
could
wanted
not.
him to. I had him on the bet. It was him, Garrett Wilson, Keenan Allen, and Austin Eckler to score. But
You took them all to score?
yeah,
Jesus.
What a guy.
You thought the Jets were going to score 2 touchdowns?
Hey, stranger things have
Hey.
happened.
Actually, I probably would have bet on that, to be honest. I think the Jets just kind of do that from time to time. There just wasn't enough hot moms in the stands for Zach Wilson to ball out.
I thought maybe they could get in the red zone. I mean, 2 yards away from a touchdown, run Brees Hall, boom, and get in the red zone again, throw the ball, fucking Garrett Wilson touchdown.
Unfortunately, Eric, for you,
If it was simply just that easy.
unfortunately for you, Eric, there just wasn't enough hot moms in the stands for Zach Wilson to be Zach Wilson.
Isn't it
Yeah.
crazy the only team to beat the Eagles are the Jets? Isn't that a
No,
crazy statistic of the week?
no. Because the Eagles are just squeaking by. It's not like they're just beating the NFL up. You know what I mean?
I mean,
They let the Jets be in the door the entire time, and the Jets just busted the door open. Everybody else just hasn't.
busted
So.
all over them.
Yeah. Pause.
Start with Week 10 predictions: Panthers and Bears, Thursday night game.
Don't care.
Prime
Can't
time.
wait to watch. Can't
Not
wait
watching.
to watch.
I'll be playing Fortnite.
Yeah, that's an awful.
Waiting
game.
for Call of Duty to come out at midnight.
Give me the Panthers.
Fuck
it.
Is Justin Fields back?
I don't know. Don't care.
Yeah, give me the Panthers.
I'm gonna take the Bears.
Yeah,
I think DJ Moore is gonna have a game. Honestly,
game might be 6-3. Oh yeah, it is DJ Moore revenge game. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yeah, give me the Bears.
oh.
You flip me.
Oh, we got 2 Bears now. Eric, can I get a flip out of you?
Nah, I'm sticking with Panthers.
Alrighty, Colts
Second
Patriots
win.
out in Germany.
Second
Back
win
to
of the
Frankfurt,
season, it has to
Germany. What?
You're right.
What?
Second win of the season for the Panthers. It's gotta
Oh,
happen.
second win of the Panthers. Nah, they're gonna go 1-16 this year. Fuck them. Colts Patriots out in Frankfurt one more time.
Give me Colts.
Give me the
This
Colts.
is gonna go
I'm also
It's just
gonna
gonna
take the
throw-
Colts.
for 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns.
Pittman Jr. is gonna go for almost 200 receiving yards. You heard it here first.
I think he will have a monster game. I agree
Yeah.
with you. I don't know about 200.
I'm gonna call
Come on,
168 and 3 tutties from Mr. Pittman.
3
3
touchdowns.
touchdowns.
3 tutties from Mr. Pittman.
Next up, we got the Browns at the Ravens.
Ooh, give me them brownies, boy. Yeah, you're muted. For sure.
What a jackass. Look at him. Nope.
You get any?
Nope.
I have to get a new. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I have to get a new mic. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep. Just
Okay.
scream.
I said
I saw you
I
praying.
want to pick the Browns. I want to pick the Browns. The only reason I say that is because it's hard to beat a team twice in one season.
Give me the brownies fully.
I'm going to take the Ravens.
I figured. Dickhead.
Obviously.
Dickhead.
Listen, you heard it here first. Myles Garrett, 4 sacks.
Strip sack.
2 strip sacks.
About a block,
Recovered by Myles Garrett on one of them, and the Ravens recover the other.
any block field goals?
No block field goals this week.
Not
He's
this
a little
week.
tired. No, he's a little tired.
All right. Yeah. Give me the Browns.
Next up, we got the Packers at the Steelers.
Give me the Steelers!
Give me the Packers. I think we get 3 interceptions out of Kenny Pickett.
I think the offense of this game is going to be fucking abysmal both ways.
Yeah, it's going to be 13-3.
Give me the
10.
Packers because I want the Steelers to lose. We can
I think
go
it's going to be 7-6 Steelers. I think Steelers are going to post the only touchdown, and Packers are going to kick 2 field goals.
I want the Packers to win because I want the Steelers to go down.
I definitely
Division.
want the Steelers to lose, but I like seeing the Packers lose because it makes Ryan miserable for a week. It's awesome.
All right, dickhead. 49ers at
Dickhead.
Jags. Will the 49ers bounce
Ooh.
back or not? After a
That's a-
bye,
that's
give me the
a-
49ers.
It's a good one.
They were both on buys, actually.
Yeah, well, Brock Purdy
Ooh.
was farming
Give me the Niners.
tractor. Give me the Niners.
Ooh, give me the Jaguars.
This will be a
knew
good
it.
game.
In a
This will be a really
close
good game.
game, though, not a shootout, a nice close one, like a 21 to like 18 type of game. You know what I'm saying? Something,
like that.
something nice. I think Trevor Lawrence is gonna have the game-winning drive. Give me the Jaguars. Christian
That's-
McCaffrey will break the record though
Is that this week or next week?
this week. He has to score and he breaks it. He's tied right now.
All right. Well, Saints at Vikings.
Give me
me
old Joshua
Saints.
Dobbs.
Give me the Saints.
Got Dobbs winning this one too.
Give me the Saints.
I
I
think
like what the Vikings are doing on defense, but I think they blitz too much for Derek Carr, and he'll find a nice hole for his receivers.
I just think the Saints defense will be the best team on the field that day. So I'm gonna take the Saints.
Derek Carr's going to have a couple picks.
For sure. For sure.
I'll take the Vikings.
Word.
Next up, you got the Texans at the Bengals.
You know what? Give me the
Ooh.
Texans.
I'm
Give
going
me
to
the
say that
Texans.
too. Give me Texans.
I think
Give me the
CJ Stroud's
Bengals.
gonna. I
don't-
think CJ
I don't
Stroud's
think-
gonna carry it over. However, I think CJ Stroud's gonna see a defense he hasn't seen yet.
He's obviously not going to have a hell of a game like he did last week
New.
or this week, but
But I think the
mean-
winning, the storyline of like, oh my God, he's been doing this, and then he goes
Yeah.
and beats the Bengals will be something
yeah,
to carry
exactly.
over.
So
Give me the
give
Bengals
me the
by
Texans.
17.
Damn.
Give me the
Damn.
give me Texans by a field goal.
Give me Texans by a field goal. My dog.
Titans at Bucks. Give me a bounce back Buccaneers
Yeah,
win.
Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Baker
Give me a-
Mayfield's
give me a-
pissed off.
Yeah, give me a pissed off Baker Mayfield any day of the week.
Oh yeah, he might throw for 350.
He might.
He might run
break-
and get the first down and
He might be the one throwing for 470 this week.
throw his shoulder by just doing
Titans
it.
secondary is pretty bad, so
Yeah,
maybe.
Give me the Buccaneers. I think Will Levis will look good though. Still.
Yeah, I agree.
Next.
First 4 o'clock game of the day. This should be a good one as well. Lions at Chargers.
Give me Lions.
Yeah, give me the Lions as well.
Justin Herbert's gonna look like dog piss.
No.
Yeah. Moving on.
Falcons at Cardinals. Wow, a real good
Falcons.
game.
Give me
Why
the
is that at 4
Falcons.
o'clock?
Oh,
Yeah, give me the
Kyler Murray might
Falcons.
start. Kyler Murray
That's-
might
Don't
start.
care. Give me the Falcons.
saying.
Call of Duty comes out Friday. Kyler Murray's not watching the play.
Kyler Murray comes back the weekend of Call of Duty. Give me the Cardinals by 3.
The Cardinals?
Give me the Cardinals by 3, baby.
That's all he
He's hyped.
needs. That's
He's
all he
hyped.
needs.
He's hyped. He's hyped. He's
He
hyped.
needs a
He's
new
hyped.
COD.
He's-
That's it.
He's gonna be
He's hyped.
distracted.
No. He's hyped.
He's
He's
gonna
hyped.
be
He's
like,
hyped.
"Man, I
No.
can't wait for
He's
this to
hyped.
Go home and get
No,
some
listen,
chemo
listen,
grinding in."
listen.
I
The
TikTok.
first weekend, I'm pretty sure I gotta find it. But the first weekend of COD drop, Kyler Murray's undefeated.
Really?
I
I
think
think
so.
he's fully defeated.
I think he's undefeated the first weekend of Call of Duty.
I don't
I don't know.
know.
I'm probably blowing smoke. Kyler Murray,
think you are.
Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3 comes out. My dog's going to come out. He's going to show up. He's going to throw for 322 yards and 2 touchdowns. Give me the Cardinals.
I don't know about those numbers, but
I typed in Kyler Murray record on, and the first name pops up: double XP weekend. He's 4-7 on double XP.
Double
weekend.
XP weekend. But on non-double XP, he's 18, 16, and 1.
I love the fact that we're comparing NFL.
No, listen, I'm
records to
dead ass. I saw
fucking-
this once upon a time.
2019 pre-COD, 3-3-1. 2019 post-COD, 2-7. 2020 pre-COD, 5-3. 2020 post-COD, 3-5.
I'm
distraction.
almost certain. No, listen. I'm almost certain that the weekend COD comes out, Kyler Murray's undefeated. I'm almost
Who
certain.
cares? We'll find out this week.
Facts.
Next up, the Giants at the Cowboys.
Give me Cowboys.
Give me the
100.
Giants.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
just kidding. There's a prime.
Give me
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Give me the
by
Cowboys. I
100.
think the Giants are going to throw for negative 12 yards this week.
Probably.
-12. And Dak Prescott's gonna not step out of bounds. There's that.
Fucking better hope so, mister. Oh, give me the. Let's go to the Commanders at the Seahawks.
Give me Commanders. Sam Howell's gonna have one game, a good game.
Give me the Seahawks.
Yeah, I'll go Hawks. Probably not too happy after the whole blowout to the Ravens. I think it'll be a close game though.
Yeah.
Sunday night football, an absolute banger. Jets at the Raiders. Give me the Raiders.
Yep. Raiders.
Give me the Jets.
Do we
Of
think the Jets
course.
lose back-to-back primetime games
Yes.
Give me the Jets.
at Raiders? Yeah, give me the Raiders.
Give me the Jets.
And then Monday night, Broncos at Bills.
Give me Broncos.
Give me the Broncos.
Give me the
We
Bills.
so locked into it.
I think it's going to be an ugly ass game.
We so
All these
locked into
primetime
it.
games suck balls
Broncos always getting primetime games.
for no reason.
Cheeks.
That's going to wrap it up for Week 10 of the NFL season. Ladies and gentlemen.
This is brought to you by our sponsor, Prize Picks, where if you use code Ryan15, you get 15% off your first deposit. Ryan, can we get some Prize Picks this week from you?
Probably take the Colts money line. Probably take the Browns +6. Probably not actually, but that would be where I'm leaning. Give me the Bengals -6.5. Give me the 49ers money line. Give me the Saints -2.5. Give me the Buccaneers -1.5. And Cowboys are 16.5 point favorites. Don't care. Don't want it. Give me the Commanders +6. And that'll be it for the Week 10 NFL picks.
Yeah, and that was brought to you by our sponsor, Prize
No, it
Picks. If
wasn't.
you use code Ryan15 at checkout, you get 15%
Doesn't
back on your deposit.
exist.
If your code doesn't work, don't yell at us.
All right, now we're gonna jump into
NFL Player Awards
Yeah.
for the 2023-2024 season. Go ahead and start. Lamar Jackson to win MVP. He is balling out, and nobody's really running away with it. So why not Lamar? That's my argument.
I personally think Christian McCaffrey should win it, but it's a
You won't.
quarterback's award now. So I will also
Unfortunately.
agree with Lamar Jackson. I do believe Tua's probably the one right behind him, but it's not right behind him.
Yeah, there's a bit of a gap.
I'm gonna go Lamar Jackson as well. I mean,
Jeez Louise.
no one's playing like
Way
he
to
is
be
right now.
different.
Saying. I mean, if you want me to, I could pick Tua, but
No, fuck him.
I mean that's the closest thing to MVP material. So
Surely we all don't agree on this one. Offensive Rookie of the Year, I got C.J. Stroud.
I got CJ Stroud with Robinson from the Falcons being behind them, but it's not close.
Yeah, I was about to say it's not even close. Stroud's playing like a 10-year vet.
yeah,
Back.
Stroud. I mean, I want to be different,
No.
but I can't. The game he had this week, I can't.
I think his odds to win is like -1,000. So you bet $100, you get $1 in return.
There's a stat too that there's a 13 game difference between him and CJ Stroud and Kenny Pickett. In 13 games, CJ
He already has
Stroud.
more passing yards.
Yes,
Yeah.
13 game difference.
With how bad the Steelers offense, I'd give him a 25 game difference and he'd still lead them.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Next up, we'll go Defensive Rookie of the Year. I'll hear your guys' thoughts on this one.
Defensive Rookie of the Year?
Yep.
Eric?
I don't really
Rookie
know.
of
I
the
don't
year
really
in
know any
defense.
defensive rookies. Honestly,
I
I'm
think
gonna
it's going to
say-
be Witherspoon from Seattle. Devon Witherspoon, cornerback, number 5 pick.
We'll say it's close.
Or
I'm gonna
Jalen
go
Carter.
Jalen Carter.
Yeah, Jalen Carter was my number 2, but I think it's Devon Witherspoon.
I think Jalen Carter's a monster.
I think what it'll come down to is if those two are the number 1, number 2 guys. I think it'll come down to if Seattle makes the playoffs or not.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think that's what'll be the driving force because Jalen Carter's playing on a team that just went to the Super Bowl.
I feel like typically with defensive players, whether it's rookie or not, they don't really. I feel like they don't base it off of wins, because like it's a lot easier to be in charge of if you're winning the game on offense. I feel like, but could be wrong.
Defensive Player of the Year. Give me. I'll do 3. Lined up.
3.
Yeah.
Knock it down to 2.
Can't.
Because we know the 2. It's got to be
It's
the
gonna
2.
It's gonna be T.J. Watt, Myles Garrett, and last one, but I don't.
That's all you need.
He has to explode a little bit more.
I disagree.
I want to say Max Crosby.
I have Max Crosby at the 2, behind Myles Garrett, and I have T.J. Watt in the 3.
How do you have
Really?
T.J. Watt at the 3?
Because Max Crosby, I think, is playing not necessarily.
He just
quote-unquote-
hates the
I don't think.
Steelers.
No.
I think T.J. Watt's at 1. Or they're going to give it to Micah just because Micah hasn't won it.
Yeah, like I said,
But-
T.J. Watt, Myles Garrett, and then if possibly Max Crosby. But
I feel like Micah's kind of fallen off.
I want to
recently,
say
but-
Myles Garrett, but T.J. Watt's stats just look better right now.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll see.
We will see.
Offensive Player of the Year, and if you don't say this guy,
If it's not
You're
Tyreek Hill, you're
wrong.
wrong.
Has to be.
it is unfortunately Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, and
60.
then either AJ Brown or CMC at number 2.
I'd say Tyreek Hill, then CMC.
Yeah, those
So,
2.
Yeah, let's run
Can't
around.
really think of anybody else.
Nobody's really blowing up like that. The other guys that are blowing up are in the MVP race. So, to be honest,
Offensive NFL.
yo,
Player
fun fact of the
Year,
day:
let's-
on COD release
Tyrese.
weekend, Kyler Murray is 2-2. I've been sitting here figuring it out this entire time.
So you were wrong.
I was in fact wrong. Let's talk about our 3 top teams from each conference, and we'll start with the NFC, and we'll start with Ryan.
You want me to say 1 or all 3?
I want you to say all
I'll
3.
just say all 3.
Yeah, in order though. I want number 1, 2,
Top,
and
I
3.
got the Eagles.
Okay,
It's hard to argue with an 8-1.
true.
Second, I got the 49ers. I think they're
Okay.
going to figure it out. Trent Williams should be back pretty soon, I would think, and they'll be there
Arguably the
down the
best
stretch.
defensive line in the NFL.
And I got to say the Lions.
I love that. I love
Got to
that.
say the Lions. They're easy to root for. I want them to do good. I wanted them to do good last year. Every time I've been to a Packers-Lions game, the Packers have lost, but
I'm gonna be in complete agreement with you, except I want to swap the Niners and the Lions.
I think
I want the
Lions are
Lions to
2.
be just because I mean they got a better record. Obviously, I know this. I know they're more what's the word I'm looking for? They're more established as a actual team. Where like
They're
the
really
49ers
balanced.
are a really good
Yeah.
team, but Brock Purdy's been a question mark the last couple of weeks, and that Jared Goff's not a question mark for them. I feel like that's the only reason.
Yeah.
Eric,
I can see that.
I'm gonna go Philadelphia
of
first.
course.
We're gonna. I want to be different.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
I like
do.
different.
I'm gonna go Philadelphia,
Okay.
49ers,
Okay.
Cowboys.
Okay. I'm not actually mad at that, honestly.
I was expecting
not-
some real wild shit to come out of your mouth. But
I'm actually
Bears,
not mad at that.
Bears, Panthers, and then I'll go
shut your
Arizona.
mouth.
The Bears, the Panthers, and the
Tampa Bay.
Packers.
I'm
I'm not.
AFC. I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
kidding. Go proceed.
I was gonna say I'm not mad at the Cowboys pick. I think the Cowboys is.
I think
So
they'll figure it
Cowboys
out.
top 5 maybe.
But the
I think
Cowboy-
their 3 losses are earned losses, if that makes sense.
They did lose to the fucking Cardinals. Don't forget that.
Well, the Eagles lost to the Jets. Don't forget that.
got blown out by 49ers.
Whatever. Let's go to the top 3 in the AFC. I got Chiefs at the top. Super Bowl champs. I mean, they're winning games. You can't.
Yeah, true.
It's not pretty, but they're winning, and they'll be there in the stretch. They'll start winning. They'll start blowing people out when it matters. And I got the Ravens, followed by the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think Ravens could sneak into the number 1,
Give me.
depending on how the next couple weeks
I'm
go.
gonna go with Ravens, Kansas City, and Jags.
I'm
Seems
gonna
Foot
go
might
with
want it too.
I'm gonna go with the Ravens at 1. I'm gonna go with the Jaguars at 2, and I'm gonna go with the Chiefs at 3. I think going back to my same argument with the Lions and the Niners, I think the Ravens and the Jaguars have looked more balanced on both sides of the ball, where I feel like the Chiefs are either really good on offense one week or really good on defense the other week. And I think that wishy-washy, although they are the defending champs, although they are still winning games, that tends to hurt teams later in the year. So I'm going to go with the two teams that I think are more balanced right now.
I will say I do think the Ravens right now are better than the Chiefs, but I mean that's like taking Georgia and putting them at 3. They're back-to-back national champions.
I'm not in disagreement with
and
that.
they're winning games.
I'm
What's
not in
different
disagreement with
than
that.
the last 2 years?
But they're barely winning games.
I mean,
That's the difference.
That's what's different.
Yeah.
Last year they were blowing people out sometimes. This year I feel like they haven't been as much. And I feel like they just haven't been cohesive enough. I feel like it's either their defense wins in the football game, like arguably this weekend when they played the Dolphins, or their offense wins in the game, and like 3 weeks ago now, when Patty had almost 400 yards. The only reason they're not number 1 for me is because of what I said about the Lions and the Niners, and I can't be a hypocrite.
I get that.
What were we gonna say, Eric?
I just said he was sick that game, so it doesn't
He was
count.
very
Supposedly.
sick. He was on his deathbed.
Taylor Swift wasn't there. Taylor Swift wasn't there.
It just wasn't in Germany. They won.
Yes, she was.
He got shut out in the second half.
Taylor Swift was there.
Was she?
No, she
I
wasn't.
thought she was on a tour.
I saw a picture that her and Travis Kelce were showing up at the Frankfurt Stadium together.
That was Photoshop, buddy.
I don't know if she was at the game.
Hey, bro,
I
listen.
I watched that whole game and didn't see Taylor Swift once. You know he would have showed her.
This gosh darn social media, man, I hate it. I hate social media. They just be lying to me. Can we get some Super Bowl predictions out of you two? Eric, I would like to hear yours first. Actually, I feel like you haven't really spoke on your Super Bowl much.
Can we do 2?
Yeah, absolutely.
2 AFC, 2 NFC.
Absolutely.
Cool, because I was gonna do it anyway.
All right.
Call me
Let's hear it.
stupid.
Eric's 2024 Super Bowl prediction.
I know it's tough.
Yeah. I'm gonna. It's the crickets. Give me the Ravens versus Philadelphia.
I like that. I like that pick. I do. I like that pick. If you had an alternative, do you have an alternative for AFC or NFC?
I had an
or do you
alternative.
think those
I'd
two are
go-
going to be
If I had an alternative, I'd go Chiefs and Niners.
okay? All right. I like that.
Those are the 4
Ryan?
teams I have as well. Chiefs. I really think it might be a repeat of last year's Chiefs Eagles, but I could also see the Ravens or the 49ers. In a combination of those 4. A banger would be the Ravens versus the Eagles.
Yeah, that would
That'd be
I-
a banger.
Have neither of those 4 teams in any of my Super Bowl predictions.
I know.
We got the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Lions.
I do, in fact, have Jacksonville and Lions. I think it's just because I want to see it more than what I think will
I
actually
want to see
happen.
something different other than the
Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs,
yeah.
dude.
But you know what? 2 years ago, or was it last year? I mean, Trevor Lawrence took the Jaguars to the AFC Championship. He didn't get it done against Patty Mahomes, I do believe. I think it was 2 years ago, right?
It was last year.
Was it last year? Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Last year. And I think it's time. I think Trevor Lawrence has taken that next step. So I genuinely think the Jaguars have a real good shot at Super Bowl. The Lions, I think I'm just on the hype with them.
Yeah.
The Eagles are obviously good. I think it'll be, if it's not Jacksonville and Detroit, I think it's Jacksonville and the Niners. However, I'm gonna be different, and I think the Cleveland Browns will take us to the promised land.
Fuck out of here.
I think Deshaun Watson will figure it out. I really do, and I think our defense will carry us through the playoffs. I really do. I'm not saying that as a Browns fan. I genuinely think, because the Ravens can't stay healthy. If the Ravens make it, it's a fucking miracle.
I want
The
to.
Ravens get hurt. The Ravens they're never healthy come playoff time. And Lamar Jackson's what, 1-4 in the playoffs?
I want to agree
Give or
with you,
take.
but I just can't.
I don't think I genuinely, and I don't think all 4 AFC North teams will make the playoffs. So somebody's got to be the odd man looking out, and it'll either be the Steelers or the Bengals. If the Bengals don't make it, I think the Browns have a legitimate shot.
I think it's going to be the Steelers or the Browns. If I were
disagree.
To.
I disagree.
I'm just saying if one of them not making it, it's going to be one of those 2.
We'll see.
And
we'll
I'm
find
leaning
out.
more towards
We can talk
Steelers,
more
but-
about this next week when it comes down to it, because I want to see what the Bengals do next week. Who they have again? I forget. We were just talking about
The
this, but I took
Bengals?
it. They have the Texans. I want to see how
Yeah.
they play against a team that's not as good. Because they're playing really good against really good teams, but when they're playing bad teams, they're not looking as good.
The Bengals beating Seahawks, 49ers, and the Bills off in the back. That's
what I'm saying,
probably
though.
the best stretch any NFL teams had this year.
They looked really good against really good teams, but against bad teams, they did not look like the Bengals. Granted, Joe Burrow was hurt. I want to see what the Bengals look like against the Texans, and it'll probably skew my answer. I can't bet on the Ravens. The Ravens are just never healthy come playoff time. They never are. So I won't bet on them. And I want to see something different. So I'm not going to bet on the Chiefs. I don't think the Chiefs' offense or defense will be there. So I'm just going to be different.
The more I think about it, it's hard for me to see the Ravens making it with the receiving core they have. But
OBJ just got his first touchdown, and it was with the backup quarterback.
I think OBJ is going to fucking tear something and be out for the rest of the season. But I don't know. He's too old. Anywho.
Do we want to talk basketball?
Rapping.
Not really.
Let me think. LeBron James was accordingly being given no calls, and he was upset with the refs because each ref was giving him different explanations of why he wasn't getting a call. So this morning, the Lakers sent in a complaint, I guess, against the referees to the NBA on LeBron's behalf. Yeah.
Interesting.
But the only thing in
Celtics.
NBA, and I just want this to be a TikTok. You can cut it from the actual video if you want. The only thing NBA we need to talk about, in all seriousness, is that Luka, Jokic are still looking like MVP frontrunners, and the Rookie of the Year race is going to be decently close, actually, between Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama. All right, everybody, that does it for the 5th episode of Taped Up. Again, the 5th episode. Unbelievable. 5 of them. Please keep watching. Please keep liking. Please keep commenting. And we're going to see you next week for episode number 6.
Thumbnail.
Carmelo Joe's